What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Natey Porty, Mr. Nate Porter, coming at you with a few updates and announcements of some things that I've been cooking up, dreaming up, sitting on, waiting to do for a while, and finally have decided to go ahead and move forward with. So got some announcements coming your way. So over the past year, I've been on this crazy journey of totally switching career paths from kind of a corporate America, lots of sales, lots of warehouse stuff. Kind of did some bouncing around, some searching, and finally ended up working for a church as the tech guy, which I knew not a whole lot about, to be honest with you. I knew a little bit of sound, a little bit of, that's it, just sound. But I have been learning a lot and kind of have at least a foundation level understanding of how some stuff like this works. I really enjoy it and I have a lot of fun. I also, now this may come as a shock to you, happen to be an extremely large nerd. Big old nerd, big old dork, big old dweeb. But I also just really like a lot of different things. Like I love sports, I love basketball, I love soccer. Hockey is like whatever, it looks fun. I just know a man of my size and stature, even with this mustache, would not be able to participate in a sport of that ferocity. However, I like a lot of different things. I like music, I like all the different people I've gotten to meet by liking different things. I've gone on a lot of different adventures, knowing a lot of different people. And typically you can find me plugging into or doing whatever my friends are doing, and I find it a lot of fun. So it includes things like hunting, video games, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, everything in between. Pick up basketball. I just love coaching soccer, like all these different things. I found that I find a lot of fun doing them, and it's usually because of the different people that I've done them with. So now to the nitty gritty, the reason you're here. And if you are still here, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you, very kind of you. You're a very kind person. If you are still here, here's kind of one of the few things that I'm rolling out between now and the end of 2022. I'm giving myself a lot of time because I don't necessarily know how long some of these projects are going to take. And so I want to make sure I give myself enough time. Basically, I'm coming at you with a few projects. Number one, I'm gonna probably start streaming a little bit more on Twitch. I play video games and I have a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully I get to the point where I can provide some content, some entertainment for anyone who's interested in that. I will say, however, I am not saying I'm good at video games. I'm saying I like video games. Okay, there's a big difference between the two of those. So, just keep that in mind. So I'll probably be running up a few more times a week on my Twitch account, which you can follow. There'll be more product and link type information to follow. So be on the lookout for that. I also really love podcasts. So I'm going to start working with some different people, putting on a series of different podcasts. 3 main ones to be released between now and, like I said, the end of 2022, giving myself lots of time to do this well. One, I would love to partner with the guys over at Wildlands Incorporated, big conservationists, and we'll bring in guests and talk about conservation. Now, what does that mean? If you grew up in Michigan like I did, you did a lot of hunting, you did a lot of fishing, and everything in between. Big stuff, little stuff, hopefully you cook it, you eat it, and it's a great time. If you haven't had just venison, you are missing out, my friend. A good venison stew, venison tacos, my goodness. Gosh, I'm getting hungry. But if you're interested in any of that stuff, I'm going to be working with the guys at Wildlands to kind of come up with a bit of a conversation around like why it's important to conserve our resources, why it's important to maintain and practice things. It's not about grabbing a gun, going into the woods. For the love of God, it is not about just grabbing a gun and going into the woods. Thank you. It's about practice. It's about equipping yourself to do things responsibly and efficiently. It's about getting together with your buddies. It's about providing for your family and maybe people outside of your family. There's a lot that has to do with conservation, not just the animals in the nature that we go out into, but the nature itself and what that means and what does it look like. Lots of conversations around that. Like I said, your boy's a big nerd, so I'm also really excited to announce sort of a video podcast experience that I hope you guys will enjoy. I have really come to love the game Magic the Gathering. So hey, we said, wouldn't it be fun to get together a couple times a year with some friends and just play a great big old round of Commander, have a few drinks, and enjoy ourselves. That's kind of the idea behind that. And then lastly, still on the nerd topic, your boy loves Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a DM, I'm a player. Anytime I can get into a podcast, I love listening to it. I love all the big dudes. I love everyone over at Critical Role, Dimension 20, NADPOD, just some fantastic stuff that I just really enjoy. And you hear all these campaigns and really long stories of these super great, exciting things. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we just sat around and we just talked about some of our favorite moments from maybe some of our favorite characters. Just sit around tavern style and discuss some war stories and epic moments. So I've got a lot of friends that play D&D. I'd love to get them in a room, on camera, on a microphone, and just talk about the super fun things that happen, and maybe even some of the things we learned about our characters. And sometimes you learn stuff about yourself you didn't know. Go right now and start comparing your first Dungeons and Dragons character to your personality tests and your Enneagram number. I was shook. When I tell you I was shook. So that's a lot of stuff coming at you from me to you, and I hope you enjoy some of it. And here's the thing. I'm putting out content that I enjoy. I'm going to do it with people I enjoy doing it with. And if you like it, that's awesome. If you don't, there are so many other good things out in the world that you can spend your time viewing. So that's my challenge, is check it out. If you like it, keep watching. Follow along on this journey as I start something new, something scary, something that I've never done before. And stay tuned for lots more announcements and lots more good things coming your way. Oh yeah, I probably should tell you what the heck I'm calling this thing, huh? That makes sense. Listen, I would love to launch this new movement, this new season, under the title that, as far as right now, I am calling Journeyman Studios. Now, I work for Journey Church. Is it affiliated? The answer is no. I'm wearing a hoodie right now that probably would lead you to believe otherwise. However, this has nothing to do with Journey Church as a near and dear place that I call home, but actually with the idea of a journeyman, someone who's not super fantastic at anything, not super fantastic at his skill, but he's reliable, he's solid, you can trust him. He's not going to win any major awards. However, it is going to be solid, good content. So that's why we decided to move forward with the name Journeyman. And as we release all these different types of media studios, naturally we just seem to fit and follow that. So thank you again for sticking around this long if you have, and if you haven't, well then you're not getting anything from me for Christmas. So that's all I got. Thanks. Peace.